Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome. It's good to have you. And our topic for y'all today is how to attract and retain top talent in your gym. How to attract and retain top talent in your gym. Now, before we jump into our topic, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can, to as many people as I can across all regions. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel, when you choose to like the videos, when you choose to offer comments, and we appreciate your comments, and when you choose to share the information. So if you've not yet done so, now'd be a great time to do it. Hit that subscribe button. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company and how we can help take your business to that next level and additional ways that you can choose to support the channel, please check out those links below. And then as a reminder, additionally, we're going into a time of the year. We're going into that busy selling season. A lot of existing gyms, a lot of existing operators are looking to expand. They want to add more equipment. They want to add more staff, and certainly they want to add more marketing to really capture more market share. And a lot of folks looking to open up new facilities. And with all that said, you're going to need funding. We can provide funding for you up to $400,000 in funding with a minimum credit score of 680 or better in each credit bureau and a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. You can learn more. You can check out the links below, or you can find more information on our website at fmconsulting.net. And so with that said, let's jump into our topic, and it's how to attract and retain top talent in your gym. How to attract and retain top talent. The thing about your people, it's your most valuable asset, and at the end of the day, your people are your brand. I mean, you could have, top people, you lose them, and you don't have adequate replacement, that business can really start to suffer. So let's go through some thoughts here on how you can do this. Number 1, write a good job description. Okay, of course, okay? You want to bring this thing to life, okay? And what I would suggest, I would give some consideration to hiring a copywriter to write this, someone who has that ability to bring this job description to life. We don't want it to be like we're reading a textbook, okay? It's some kind of an assignment from school. We want this to be an opportunity. We want to create vision with that job description. So write a good one, bring it to life. My advice is find yourself a copywriter that can help you with it. Number 2, offer competitive compensation. And competitive compensation doesn't necessarily have to mean overpaying from a base salary standpoint, although you do have to be competitive in your marketplace. But for people that produce, offer an opportunity that they can get nowhere else. Okay, offer them an opportunity they can get nowhere else based on production. Okay, not only is this good business for you, but it's good for them. And sometimes on that competitive compensation, if you're recruiting somebody in, or someone's getting promoted, or you're moving people around, sometimes you might consider maybe the first 90 days of employment, you'll guarantee some commission. So maybe that first 90 days while they're ramping up or while they're making a transition, you're making it easier for them. But you have to make sure it fits within how you do business, okay? But you want competitive compensation. You want to, in my opinion, offer your staff an opportunity they couldn't get anywhere else. Number 3, build a comprehensive employee benefit package. Build a comprehensive employee benefit package. And traditionally, what do we think? We think time off. We think of health care, things like that. And certainly look at all of that, but also look at flex work schedules. Okay, look at remote work schedules. Look at, if you have childcare, maybe free access to childcare, maybe free memberships for spouse, maybe corporate memberships for family. What other things can you do? Maybe you have other arrangements with dry cleaners in town and restaurants in town where employees get discounts. But you want to come up with a comprehensive employee benefit package. And one of the ways I would suggest you look at this, and we're kind of talking about top talent here, which is all of our staff, get in the habit of looking at our staff like they're VIPs. Let's look at our staff the same way we would look at our best customer. Because in the reality, if our staff feels that same way, they're going to create more best customers for you. Okay, let's take care of them. Number 4, okay, provide employee developmental opportunities. Provide employee developmental opportunities. Have management training programs. Okay, train them to do other things. You might even have some kind of an educational spiff they can earn, to go to a local JC or something of that nature. But provide employee developmental opportunities. One of the things that we do a lot, with clients that we have bigger roles with, is we'll have that training class for folks that want to get into management. Folks that want to do other things. We'll help teach them how to do it, because normally no one's really done that for them. Number 5, recognize your employees. Recognize them. We do it with our customers, right? We got the wall of fame or something similar, but recognize your employees. Put out press releases, about your employee of the month. Okay? Celebrate their success stories. Catch them doing something right. Mention them. Do interviews with them. Do interviews, on YouTube. Do podcasts with them. But recognize your employees. Send letters to their home. Let their family know how well they're doing. Recognize them. Cheer them on. Celebrate them. Catch them doing something right. Number 6, prioritize your company culture. Prioritize your company culture. What kind of culture do you have? And this is one of the things that I really, suggest that really promote this on social media. You're really promoting a little bit of that behind the scenes of what this company cultures look like. It's the fun and excitement. Maybe you're working out, everyone's working out together. You've got a team building class you guys are doing together, a training program you're doing together. Behind the scenes, the hot water heater broke and you're scrambling to get, things cleaned up. But promote that company culture. Because what you're looking for, you want that culture you don't want that overbearing, you don't want that, hey, I'm afraid to say anything, you don't want that, we're kind of walking on eggshells. We want a company culture that, hey, they want to hear our ideas, they want to hear our opinions, and it's a fun place to work. Okay, promote that. Get that message out. Social media is a great way to do it. And for you folks that are looking for content on social media, that's a great part of it. Okay, that's a great part of it. Sometimes it can just be images and videos, and you'll have nice testimonials with it as well. Number 7, this is one that we forget sometimes, I think, but we wanted to monitor our employee engagement and burnout. We want to monitor our employee engagement. How much are our staff, how much are they really engaging with us? Okay, are they checking in on Facebook, if that's something that you do? Are they the first one to raise their hand? Are they the first one to volunteer to help somebody out? Will they help shadow like a new salesperson? Okay, and monitor burnout. What management's job is here on some of this is we want to create an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act. We want to create an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act. It's just like a person that's working out. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you just need a break. Maybe not physically from the workout, but maybe mentally. And even though working in a gym is not really physically difficult to do, sometimes you need that mental break. Let's recognize this, have a good level of communication with our staff, and hey, give them the afternoon off. Give them the rest of the day off. Hey, maybe take a couple days. But let's recognize this, and because what we're trying to do, we're trying to put them in a position to have a high level of success. Because if they have a high level of success, guess what? You're going to have a high level of success. And then number 8 on my list of how to attract and retain top talent in your gym. And what I put on here is train your management staff. We want to train everybody, okay? But I want to talk about training our management staff. And let me give you some thoughts on this. We want to train everybody. We're training all the time. Every Tuesday at 11 o'clock, it's management training. Okay, we're going to train them. I want to give you something that I did, back when I had my clubs, of what we did to not only to really bring in good people and bring in people that were onboarded and ready to go, but also to train my management staff. Is we would do, I think I was up to maybe 4 clubs at this point. But what we would do, we would hold, like every month, we'd have big training sessions, big training seminars. These people were not hired. They were invited in. I think we gave them all like a free membership for a period of time to come in and participate. And we'd train them. Some would weed us out. Some would, we'd weed out. and we train them on how to do this. And so when the training class was over, we had all these folks that are ready to go. So it really worked out well. But part of what I did when I first started doing it, I was doing the lion's share of the training. I had the most experience. I was the best one at it. But it wasn't really getting us where we needed to go, because what I needed to do was to develop people myself. So what we started to do is every manager has their strengths and weaknesses, we'd play to their strength. If their strength was getting referrals, if their strength was, giving a tour and a membership presentation, if their strength was on the phones, every manager would come in and train on what their strength was. And so now we're teaching the managers how to train, because just because we're good at something doesn't mean we can teach it. And so we're teaching them how to train. And so while they're coming in doing that, they're kind of replacing me in that sense. In their club, whoever that weekend manager was, that assistant manager, now they're in charge. They're getting an opportunity to kind of show what they can do in those circumstances. So 8 different ideas on how to attract and retain top talent in your gym. Take a look at them. Excuse me. These can make a dramatic difference for you and what you're going to do, with your business. And so, folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across all regions. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel, when you choose to like the videos, you choose to offer comments, and you choose to share the information with friends, associates, and colleagues. So if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below, and for additional ways also that you can choose to support the channel. And if you're a club that's looking to expand, you're looking to grow, you want to add more marketing, you want to add more staff, you want to add more equipment, or you're looking to open a new facility, we can help provide you with funding up to $400,000 with a minimum credit score of 680 in all 3 credit bureaus, and minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. My message to you: when in doubt, apply. If you're not sure if you qualify, apply. Cost you nothing, no risk to do it. Folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. We appreciate having you here today. We look forward to seeing you all in that next video.